The ancient race, known as the Endless, are long gone, and now it is time for the younger races to take their place of prominence in the galaxy. Countless new worlds lie scattered across the stars, filled with valuable resources and ancient technologies. But there are dangers too, old grudges and new greed. Many of these interstellar travelers will not share their discoveries. Will you be able to overcome these challenges, to see your people rise above and create a true, endless empire? Endless Space is a 4X strategy game where you take on the role of a leader of an alien race as they try and expand and conquer the stars. Like most 4X games, in the beginning, you'll have only a small planet and a few meager ships at your disposal. Your goal, of course, is to explore the surrounding galaxy, colonize new planets, and eventually found a massive empire. Now, at the start, you'll find that each solar system is connected to a number of others by a collection of space lanes. These lanes determine where your ships can travel and how long it takes them to get from one place to another. When you arrive at a new system, you'll be able to scan all of the planets that are orbiting that star. There are multiple planet types, from temperate to aquatic to volcanic, with more dangerous planets requiring specialized technologies in order to settle. Once you've colonized a new world, your empire will expand and the planet will start providing you with 4 basic resources. There's food, which will help you expand your empire over time; production, which will help you build improvements and ships; money, which you need for purchasing goods and services; and finally, research points. In addition, most planets will have special minerals that will give you empire-wide bonuses as you collect them. Now, some minerals can only be harvested when you've researched specific technologies. The game has an expansive research list divided between 4 trees representing social improvements, economic improvements, military, and exploration. Picking which technologies are most suitable for your empire and what order to pursue them in is a large part of the strategy. As you unlock new technologies, you'll be able to improve your colonies and, more importantly, the spaceships that defend them. In the beginning, you'll only have a small selection of ships and equipment available, but as you progress, you'll unlock larger vessels and more powerful weapons. In addition, over the course of the game, you'll be able to use money to speed up construction projects or hire specialized hero units that can act as managers for your various colonies or admirals for your various fleets. Eventually, after enough exploration, you'll inevitably run into another alien race, and since there can only be one endless empire, combat is inevitable. Now, the way the game handles combat is a bit unorthodox. Where most 4X games have battles over within a single turn, Endless Space draws combat out and is much more thematically appropriate for large-scale interstellar conflicts. First of all, each fleet has a limited size, so you can't simply build one giant mega fleet and crush your opponents. Secondly, all battles happen on a limited timescale. Each time 2 fleets become engaged with one another, they make a single attack run consisting of 3 rounds, a long-range, a mid-range, and a close-range attack round. At the end of these 3 rounds, if neither side has completely destroyed the other, the battle is considered a draw, and combat will begin again the following turn. On top of that, to give battle some risk and reward, you are allowed to select a special tactic for each round of combat. These tactics are unlocked through research and occasionally promotions, and can have special abilities such as improving your weapon accuracy or supercharging your shields for one round. What makes these tactics valuable is that they operate on a balance not unlike rock, paper, scissors, where one tactic can overcome and counter another one, so choosing wisely allows you to completely overturn your opponent's strategies. Now, the good things about Endless Space are that it has a lot of variety in terms of what buildings you can construct and what ships you can manufacture. It's also got a very large scale. In an average game, you'll manage a massive empire, but thanks to an efficient user interface, it won't be overwhelming. The nature of the game and its complexity will evolve naturally over time based on what technologies you unlock. On the downside, I'd have to say that the grand scale of the game actually works against it a little bit as well. That because the advantages of expansionism in terms of minerals and wealth are so strong, there's almost no need to attempt anything besides a military victory. And as if to reflect that, the political system and the options that it offers you are very meager, and it's almost not even worth bothering with. The scale of the game also adds some tedium to large-scale warfare. Because each of your fleets has a maximum ship limit, what will eventually start to happen is you'll build multiple fleets and then start stacking them on top of one another. This inevitably slows down gameplay as you have to maneuver groups and subgroups around the galaxy to cover multiple fronts. And this can get even more aggravating when you start capturing enemy colonies, since planetary sieges require a completely different weapon class than that used during ship-to-ship combat. In the end, if you don't mind a little micromanagement, Endless Space has a lot to offer. I would give it 3 out of 4 stars and my recommendation. If you want a 4X strategy game where, despite the large scale, you can still make meaningful decisions on an individual turn during an individual battle, then yeah, go ahead and pick this one up. Alright my friends, space may be endless, but this is all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening, I'll see you next time.